On the pitch, things are going a lot better than before, and off the pitch, the board have finally relented, and we have started our first coaching course of the save. And like we can see in that top right hand corner, we have started studying for a National C licence. So expect all these 2s and 1s on the profile to be going up soon. That'll be a nice thing to see, and will obviously represent an improvement in our skill and overall reputation, hopefully. So that will be very good once that is completed. On the pitch, since the last games against Tamworth and Buxton, the form, while not immaculate, has been a lot better than it previously was. We started off with a 3-0 loss to Southport, really brought us back down to earth after that good 3-game winning run that we did have. But then we followed that up with a 3-0 win away at Spennymoor, and then we began the FA Trophy with a win there. Not overly bothered about the FA Trophy this season. We do have Halifax in the next round, so they are in a higher division, so it will represent our first challenge. But like I say, not overly bothered in that, so probably will play a rotated team. Following that game, we cruised to a 5-2 win at Curzon Ashton. Youth player James McGeorge, he's been getting a few games in the first team, and he grabbed his first goal for the club in that game. And then we lost to Chester at home, which was quite a difficult performance to endure. We really didn't deserve to get anything from the match. But since then, we have got unbeaten, a 3-1 win against Bishop Stortford, and then getting through the third round of the FA Trophy on penalties against Bradford Park Avenue, before a 2-2 draw against Rushall in our latest match. That leaves us 6th in the Vanarama National League North. And recently we have had to have a couple of games postponed due to a waterlogged pitch at the One Cloud Arena, so those have been postponed for later in January. But still in the playoff, despite not having those 2 games on the board, so hopefully once we have those played, we can be in a more comfortable position inside this playoff zone. On the transfers, there has been a little bit of action. We'll talk about the outs first. Dylan Morse, Robert Briggs and Callum Dobson have all moved on to pastures new. Didn't really see much action in the first team, so we have moved them on. And that left a bit of a hole in the defence, so we have brought in Charlie Olsen on loan from Blackburn. He's come in and slotted in quite nicely alongside Broadbent, and we have moved Clark back up to his defensive midfield position. And as well, Alex Winter. He can play across any position in the back, as well as slotting in at defensive mid, so just as a versatile player to bring in on relatively cheap wages as well. Thought it would be foolish to miss out on bringing him into the club. It is just till the end of the season, but a player to have in there as cover nonetheless. Elsewhere in the squad as well, we are starting to build a little bit for the future. CJ Clark has signed a new contract. It's until 2025 at the moment, but included in the contract is an optional 1-year extension, but also a 1-year extension after promotion as well. So potentially a 4-year deal for CJ Clark if things go well. That's the same for João Gomez as well. We have offered him a new contract. It is still under revision from him, but hopefully he will sign that shortly. He has developed really well and become the key member of this first team. So if we can get him under contract for a few more years, that would be another fantastic bit of business for us. So for next year, that will be 4 players signed up. Really not sure who else I'm interested in offering a contract to at the moment. We are going to wait to see how the rest of the season develops. But we are in a very interesting position at the moment. But we do have an extremely challenging game coming up against Blyth. They are currently 2nd in the National League North, but with 2 games in hand over Scarborough and only 2 points behind. So they look like the team to beat in this league. We see on average rating the 3 best players in the league are all playing for Blyth, along with the 2 of the top 3 assist makers, so they're going to be a real danger for us. And it will be an interesting challenge for us to see if we can take some points away from them. So the team that we are taking out for a bit for today's game, Boney continues in goal, the Fudu at right back. You're going to see Charlie Olsen for the first time alongside Broadbent, with Simpson completing the defence. Clark, Kesse and Smith behind Gomez, with Martin and Blackett up front. Winter's on the bench, so he may get an appearance, and Sadat, he may be getting recalled. Hull have expressed a bit of disappointment he isn't playing as a poacher. We have put an instruction for when he's on the pitch to play as a poacher, but with Blackett under contract until 2025, I thought after his injury we may as well get him back into the first team, and he did score his first goal in the last match. So we're going to hope he can continue a little bit of form, but will need to come off at some point. Haney's also returned from his injury, so he'll probably get some game time as well if needs be. So we are going to go out now. Blyth was one of the games which got postponed, so we would have played them back to back, but this is the first time we've come up against them in the save, and they are one of the big rivals of South Shields, so this will be a good match for us to be involved in. And Charlie Olsen has the ball for the first time. He plays it to CJ Clark, who gets it to Broadbent. He's looking to calmly get it out from the back and gets it to Simpson. He's now advancing up the left hand side of the pitch. Is he able to find a cross into the box? And Martin, he's been a danger man, and he's in the box again, and he finds the back of the net. The keeper had a little bit of a nightmare with his punch away. Simpson's ball in. Langley wasn't able to deal with it very effectively at all, and there was Martin to pick up the pieces and fire the ball into the back of the net. That gives us a 1-0 lead 6 minutes into the match. Hopefully that rocks Blyth a little bit, and we can just continue going on like we mean business. Boney with the goal kick now. He gets the ball forward and isn't able to find a South Shields shirt, but Simpson picks it up and plays it to Gomez. He has an opportunity to get down the left hand side now, but he is tackled this time, and Langley has the ball at his feet. Again, no one closing him down, and he plays the ball forward. Smith wins it, and Martin gets it to Kesse. He's got a chance to play the ball forward. Blackett's way offside there, so we're not going to start celebrating that one, and it remains 1-0. The Fudu with the throw on the right. He gets the ball back from Kesse and manages to get the ball into the box. Martin not quite able to get up there the first time, but does reclaim it, and he plays it back to Smith, who's taken down, and it will be Martin stepping up to take the penalty. He scored quite a few of these for us this season, so we're going to hope he can continue that run, and he does manage to find the back of the net. It's his second goal of the game, his 17th goal of the season. He really has been putting in performances, and yeah, he probably will be one of the players that gets a contract for next year. Maybe might look to lower his wages a little bit, but if he can continue knocking in the goals like that, then he's definitely deserved of a place in the squad next year. Blyth may be looking to get a goal back just after we have increased our lead. They are just coming up over halfway with Johnson on the ball. Simpson wins it back, but hastily gets it forward. No one's there, so Blyth easily able to get the ball forward again. It is Spellman on the left hand side, but the Fudu comes back and wins it, and now Olsen with a chance to get it forward for us. Kesse now into Martin, and he finds Blackett in a bit of space, and that makes it 3-0. We really are tearing Blyth apart in this first half, and it's incredible to see. Like, the formation change really has worked wonders for this team. I think they're playing much better football, finding the back of the net much more effectively, and I think bringing Olsen in at the back as well has helped us look a little bit more solid. He complements Broadbent very well, and the two of them have formed a very effective partnership. Hopefully they can see it out for the remainder of the half at least, but JJ O'Donnell, he has got a goal for Blyth, and that makes it 3-1 in the 40th minute. Disappointed that we couldn't see it out until half time. Couldn't blame either of the centre backs for that one. maybe taking a little deflection off Simpson on its way past Boney, and that was really what took it into the back of the net. But it seems like it's going to get to half time. We are going to go in with a lead, and really we just need to go out for the second half, not be complacent, and make sure we see out the victory. Second half going by without incident so far. We have had, like I say, we have had a few games postponed, so the players' fitness is quite good, but we are seeing a few of them drop off now. Kessie in particular, he is starting to really tire, so McGeorge can come on for him and we'll swap him and Smith round. Elsewhere in the team, I really don't think there's anything that needs changing. Like I say, everyone's playing well and don't want to interrupt unless we have to. Probably going to keep Smith on. In fact, probably just going to see this one out now. It seems like it's just drawn to a close, and that's all we need from this match. And we have got a fantastic victory away from home at Blyth. They would have been favourites for this match, no doubt about it, but we really have come and just played our game to perfection, and that's got us a very comfortable 3-1 victory. And again, just looking to consolidate these playoff places for ourselves. We have a 4-point gap over Scunthorpe now, but again with those 2 games in hand, so we really could cement ourselves in these places if we get the results that we need and continue performing like we are. We have another tough game against Warrington coming up in 5 days' time, so we're going to get the players prepared for that. Just have a quick look. Warrington are the team below us, so this really represents an opportunity to put some ground in between us and them as well. So another big game, and hopefully another one where we can get a big result. Like was predicted, Sandat has been recalled by Hull, so we have had to make one change to the squad. Luckily for us, Hodgson returned from a loan at Morpeth. Went out there, played 18 games, got 4 goals, so not necessarily a thrilling striker, but someone who can fit into our squad as backup, and who knows, if he has a decent spell before the end of the season, could win himself a little contract for next year. That's the only change to the squad. It's the same starting 11 that's going out, and hopefully they'll get the same result as they did against Blyth. Looks to be an early chance for us. Kessie getting the ball to the Fudu on the right hand side. His cross into the box is cleared away by Atherton, but CJ Clark with a fantastic attempt, but fortunately for Warrington the keeper pulled off a save. Kessie with a chance from the corner, he gets it into the box. The Fudu manages to get it to Gomez, and his volley from the edge of the area hits the bar. 2 times now we've come close in the opening moments of this match, and Warrington looking to be under pressure early on, but now maybe they can break themselves. Overton gets it to Buckley Ricketts, but the highlight comes to a swift end. Just as swiftly as that ended though, another one begins. Bainbridge's ball into the box for Warrington, and it manages to find the back of the net. I think Overton had a strike, and it took at least one deflection, maybe some more, and found its way past Boney in our goal. We'll see it here again, and yeah, Boney got a hand to it, but they weren't able to keep it out. Very interestingly, Andre Wisdom is playing for Warrington. I'm pretty sure he managed to get a goal for us in the game earlier in the season, so we don't have very fond memories of him, and hopefully Aaron Simpson can get past him now and get across into the box. Blackett's not able to win it at the first attempt. He gets it across to Martin, and for a goal that looked very offside, we have managed to get the goal back, and it is 1-1. Martin finds the back of the net. Will be interesting to see on the replay if he was offside. Blackett has the ball, he gets it into Martin. His initial strike is deflected. It goes out to Smith on the edge of the box. I think when Smith has the shot, he does look to be offside. I'm not sure why it's got him on Gomez there, but I thought Martin was offside then. We're going to thank that the assistant referee, the linesman, didn't put his flag up. And another chance for us just goes over the bar. Warrington have scored the only shot that they've had so far. We've really been knocking on the door, and it looks to be a similar problem from earlier on in the season, where we just aren't clinical enough in the final third, and we do allow teams opportunities to get back into matches. It was a good save from Boney there, but an offside flag has been raised, and it remains 1-1, but I would like to get a goal before half time and give us a lead going into the break. The Fudu getting down the right hand side, hopefully he can make something happen. He gets it to Kessie, and he is going back to Olsen at the back. It is back to Kessie now, and now we're looking to break forward. Smith now into Gomez. He's got a chance to play it to Martin, and Martin's through. Martin doesn't miss those in the form that he's in at the moment, and he manages to put us 2-1 up. It's his second goal of the game. He is on for a hat-trick yet again. He's been on for many hat-tricks so far this season. Can't remember if he's actually got one or not. I don't think he has, but if he can manage to grab one for us, that would be brilliant. We have knocked Warrington out of the playoff places for the moment, and like we were saying, puts us very comfortably in there. We know the team are capable of more than that though. Like we say, we could be many more goals ahead in this match. If we can get an early one just after the half-time break, that would be great. And it is a penalty, and this could finally be the moment Aaron Martin steps up to get his hat-trick. And he does get a hat-trick in front of the South Shields fans as well at the One Cloud Arena. That'll be a great moment for him. His 20th goal of the season. Like I said, he's really been a fantastic player for us. 3-1 on the day now, and that's looking like a very nice table at the moment. Warrington looking to get a corner into the box. It is going to be Gravosti delivering it in there. Smith gets it away, and Overton at the edge of the box. It's another goal for Warrington, which is deflected. Aaron Martin, danger at both ends. He's put it into the back of our net this time. He just loves seeing the net rustle. It doesn't matter which end of the pitch it's at or who it's for, as long as it goes down to him. He just wants the credit for everything these days. We're going to hope he's not going to score too many more of them throughout the course of this game or the rest of the time at South Shields. If he can keep putting them in the opponent's goal, that would be great, but keep them away from our net, please, Aaron. We are looking to establish a 2-goal lead quickly. The Fudu on the right hand side gets it in. Gomez isn't able to win it above Andre Wisdom, but he does have a chance to take him on. It's a really, really poor ball though, and gives Buckley Ricketts the opportunity to get forward. Aaron Simpson has been a bit of a fool, and he has got himself sent off. Gomez is the one that gave the ball away there, so he's going to come off. We will put Aaron Winter at left back, which he can play. So one of the reasons we brought him in was just to make sure we had some more cover in that position. So he will do that. And I think at this point in time, I am going to take off Martin, and I will actually bring on Heaney and make Blackett the sole striker for the time being. And it is the first attack from Warrington. They obviously have a big advantage now. Overton getting into the box. Olsen with what looked to be a good tackle in all honesty, but the referee is given a penalty, and Warrington have a chance to equalise. They do get the ball into the back of the net, and very quickly after the red card they have drawn level with us. It definitely wasn't the second half which we needed after the first half, in which we performed so well. We've been a little bit rash in this second half, and it's really cost us. Hopefully we can go ahead. Kessie with a corner. Obviously chances are probably going to be few and far between, but it's another fantastic effort from outside the box which hits the bar, this time from Heaney. It remains 3-3, but maybe very unlucky that it does remain that way. We do have one more change we can make, and obviously the position that we're in, players are tiring now. I'm going to bring on Jed Abbey in place of the Voodoo for the final 15 minutes, just to give us a little bit more energy in that full back position. Both full backs now have been re-energised, so hopefully that'll help us see the game out. It is going by without incident. We are into stoppage time now, but there is one more highlight maybe. Warrington on the attack. Andre Wisdom gets the ball into the box. Abbey heads it away and Smith gets it forward to Blackett. He's all alone up there and he is managed to get through the Warrington defence somehow, but there was a little wall in front of him still. Didn't really have much option but to shoot, and it went over the bar. But a 3-3 draw, disappointing to get that result given the position we were in, despite the fact we went down to 10 men. Probably should have held on a little bit better. Nevertheless, so we do remain in those playoff places and still with a game in hand, still 4 points ahead of Scunthorpe, so things are still looking quite good for us, and we are going to still be happy with what we're doing. Simpson banned for 2 matches now. That definitely isn't ideal. He'll miss games against Hereford and Peterborough Sports. I think they're lower down in the league, so if there's games where he won't be missed as much, these are those games, but he will still be a big miss. He's actually been a really, really good player for us. 7 assists so far, and yeah, having someone of his ability on the left hand side has been good. His corners have been dangerous for us. I think for the next game we're going to come back at the beginning of February. That'll give us time to get through the transfer window. We do have a few players who are wanted by teams in the actual football league, so a chance for us maybe to generate a little bit of money into the club. The finances really aren't looking great at the moment, and yeah, I could offset some of that with wages, but we do have some bids on some players, so that will hopefully sort itself out. I'm not overly worried about that, and I think we will be within the wage budget come the next episode. But like we say, we will come back from Scarborough Athletic and Gloucester. Scarborough, another team up high in the league, so it will be another good challenge for us. If you have enjoyed that, please make sure to put a like on the video and comment down below how you're enjoying it so far. Subscribe to the channel for updates on the save, and thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.